Defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
Yeah, deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking open and drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit, after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side, complete. That's Bradley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamarcus Bradley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike that quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Was just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I've had almost a physical reaction watching what's happening. Let's give credit to Eagles, too, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball player.
These two teams all tied after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll try and run here with Smith. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they get 9 carries in all. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down it goes. They'll drop the throw. Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. And second back right around the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
13 yards remaining on second down. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up the throw.
He'll leave this one for White.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Haason Reddick. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Bears are going to come up empty in this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, that's okay. When you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well.
And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now back to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 39 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drop away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man here, Sims complete. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Cam Sims. 56 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, Swift. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Hurts going to keep it again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to deliver.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big returner.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? That is the video. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have to have full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Back to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he? Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2 and try and make it a field goal difference.
And now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure, but they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Brings up second and 1 after 49.
They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The sneak, it's Hurts. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's good smart football right there. Just keep it yourself. Make sure it's in the middle of the field. Positioned for the game winner.
A 27-yard attempt.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to put it into a wild Monday night. And he got it! The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on Monday. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homie.